It wiggled a little. So I have hot sauces. Yeah, hot sauces. Taco Bell. Because I don't like hot. I like mild. I've been married to the man for 25, 30 years. About 30, almost. Been together for 30. I like mild. He brings me hot every time because it's hot sauce. Anyway. Last couple of days have been rough. Getting there. Yesterday was fun. It just was a bit more activity than I should have done. Day before was rough. Getting there. We need to line up a few more ducks. That's what it comes down to. Because they said, you need A, B, C, and D. And we're like, okay, we got A, B, C, and D. Let's go. Yes. Now you need E, F, G, and D. What? So now we're working on getting the next set of ducks in a row. The last time we bought a house, we went in, we pre-qualified for the loan, we went and looked at 4 houses, we picked out a house, we bought the house. It took all of 3 weeks from start to finish. This is annoying. Let's see, that first one said I'm okay with that. Yeah. So there's a meme that keeps crossing my feed that people keep sharing that annoys me every time I see it. And I understand what the meme means, what the message is, and I understand why they're sharing it. It says, I'm going to get it all wrong, that Native Americans are not pan-continental, that one size doesn't fit all, that there's a difference between Navajo and Hopi, there's a difference between Arapaho and Ojibwe. I can't say it. Yeah, I agree. But then it says things like skinwalkers are exclusively Navajo. And it goes on to a couple others. And dream catchers are exclusively Lakota. I have a dream catcher right over there. That dream catcher was made for me by a guy who was respected within his group of people, who made it for me for my PTSD. I am not Lakota, but I have a dream catcher. My father told me stories when I was a kid about skinwalkers. You could not have told me that wasn't a Choctaw story because I grew up hearing about skinwalkers. Native Americans might not be a homogenized cluster, but a lot of the stories got into popular culture, got told to children, and now children are being shamed as adults for continuing to tell the stories they were told as children. I have a problem with that. It's fine and dandy to say this is a Lakota belief that my grandfather told me. By saying that there was no sharing amongst the tribes implies that there was no trade amongst the tribes. That'd be like saying that seashell buttons and wampum were only allowed on the coastal regions. But that's not true. Those shells made it into the interior. It's the same as the husband is Lipka Tartar. In Lithuania and in part of Poland, some Sami got trapped in and didn't migrate at about the 12th century. I got to push this button because it keeps flashing and it's not going to quit until I touch it. There we go. Some Sami got stuck, landlocked. And then later on, some Mongolian horde, Golden Horde, came through. And then later on, some other one of the hordes, I don't remember which one, but anyway, Mongolian horde came through. And in Lithuania and in Poland, there is a notable minority group that are Lipka Tartars, which is a Sami-Mongolian hybrid. That's what the husband is, with some Seneca and some Jewish thrown in. To say that he can't have traditions from Siberia is bullshit, because they traveled, let alone the Silk Trade. To say that Native Americans have no cross integration of customs, the Trail of Tears, people moved from area to area. People lost pieces and picked up new pieces. Anyway, I'm babbling at this point. I don't have a coherent way of expressing what I'm trying to say, but the meme grates on my nerves because it's holding people to account for something colonization did. It's not holding them to account for J.K. Rowling's bullshit. Okay? There's Thunderbirds all over the Pacific Northwest. There's a Thunderbird trading post. Thunderbirds come out of Choctaw. I don't know, maybe there's other Thunderbirds in the Pacific Northwest that are separate from Choctaw, but they sure look like Choctaw Thunderbirds. Yeah, these things moved around. People moved around, and the beliefs got muddied, and the beliefs got mingled and mixed. And that's why I like the phrase mixed for mixed race. Yeah. Change of subject. Today's Transgender Day of Remembrance, which makes it sound like a past tense thing. This is another reason why I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm in a grumpy mood. Y'all have to deal with that. Today's Transgender Day. Transgender Awareness Day. A lot of different things. Somebody posted something today that made me just about want to nuke out my keyboard, and, it's like, no reason to even try. So I'm going to state it here where I have 10 whole viewers. Well, 26 subscribers. Hi to new subscriber. I'm going to scare you off real fast, trust me. I do a lot of fiber stuff and a lot of clay stuff, but I also talk a lot of bullshit. Anyway, and if you haven't noticed, I cuss. Somebody posted something about all of my transgender friends and the courage you show and blah, blah, blah. As somebody who attempted transitioning from female to male, failed on the hormones, failed on surgery. You're not supposed to call it failing, by the way. The modern thing is you're not supposed to call it failing. This is just my path and it's different. No, I wanted these cut off and I wanted to be a dude and I'm not a dude. So whatever. It takes 1,000 times more courage. It takes an obscenely large amount of courage for somebody who is born masculine to go out in public in the feminine. Okay? I have nothing but respect for anyone who was born masculine who goes out in the feminine. It does not take that much courage. And in fact, a large number, how to phrase this, it does not take that much courage for somebody born in the feminine to go out in the masculine. And I have known far too many women who choose on a lark to be trans for a while. Ha 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 ha. Absolutely Fabulous made a joke about it for a while. Any born feminine person can strap down the boobs. I mean, when they get this big, it gets hard. But can strap down the boobs and put on men's clothing and go out. And so they look a little butch. They might get pushback for being a lesbian. It's nothing. It's annoying. If you're a very introverted or timid person, it might be hard. But I know too many bullshit idiot women who do it for the fun of it just because, and not because it's what they believe they are or what they want to be or even what they want to present at. They're just having fun. And if they could get away with going out in blackface, they'd go out in blackface too. That's my bitterness. It's just a little bit bitter. Just a little bit of bitterness. Very, very few guys, very, very few people who were born male and think of themselves as male will ever put on a dress on a lark. They'll do it in college for Halloween and make fun of everybody. Okay, that's the socially acceptable time to do it. They might do it for a work picnic or Halloween party, costume party or something. But for the most part, no, they won't. But women will glue on sideburns and be Elvis. And it's not considered cross-dressing for some reason. And yeah, we're at 11 minutes and I'm ranting. Okay, change of subject. Ask me how I really feel. That said, I'm working on hats. Still working on hats. This is my latest. Yeah, I'm using a loom, okay, because the hands aren't working right now. I'm doing three threads. Can you see them? And I'm working on a loom. That color is not true at all. And it's going to look, yeah, you can't really see it. Anyway, I'm working. We have an extension on the apartment to May 1st. I have a feeling they're going to keep blinking. That's okay. I really don't want to be here anymore. I really, really want to get moved. I really, really liked the one house that won't pass inspection. We're getting there. We'll find another house that we really, really like. We'll get the rest of those alphabets in order, and we'll get there. It's been 12 minutes. I will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to cut this back probably to once a week soon. I'm going to go through and blank out every one of the ones that's just me rambling. I'm going to put it to private. Every one of the vids that's just me rambling that isn't a tutorial or a factor. You know, like I did one for Neil on bacon. I think it was on bacon. It was on something, I'll find it. And a couple of the clay tutorials and a couple of yarn tutorials and the AMSRs. So it's going to go down to only like 10 videos showing. And that'll be in the next week or so. I'll start at the back and work my way forward. And then I'm going to go to once a week and in anticipation of us moving and having an actual real schedule. Okay, this has served its purpose. It's shown me a lot about my thought process and it's shown me a lot about my health. And it's time to phase over to the next thing. Make sense? Anyway, give me some comments on that, how you feel about that. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.